Alright guys, this is an update video for the manufacturing side of FLC knives and for the TGA guys. The TGA is my one-on-one mentorship where I help knife makers, aspiring knife makers, and everything in between level up in business and life. So, that out of the way, this right here is the sheath for the number 1 CV. This is the forming tool. As you can see, there's a little bit of waste on there. This is a prototype forming tool. Rest assured, things are a lot leaner in production. But this has had some slight modifications made to it. But in a nutshell, you take your prepared Cut-X blank. You heat it up. And then obviously hair cell oriented correctly. The textured side is called hair cell. So you heat that up and then you put it in a vise or some other device and close it. And that will produce what is called a shell. Okay. So then you end up with this shell and scanning the bench to see if I have any. Nope. I'm actually fairly tidy today. Amazing. So that'll give you your shell, and from there you can modify it. As you see here, I've got the ability to play with the length for some different ideas that I had. And this end here protrudes further because I like to have, most of the time I like to have what I call the 100% drain hole. Right? Obviously this sheath can't go straight down to that point because that would suck. Right, you'd have to have one of those wider footprint sheaths with eyelets all around it for that to not be a very pointy sheath. Right, so I'm about to actually play with this. I haven't even used this one yet. I just deburred it and cleaned it. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit about the process. And then the other thing that I want to share with you guys is that is a Carve Smart jaw. So from the side view, you can see that has a dovetail. So this has the female dovetail. This is the receiver, right? So you have a pair of these, there's 2 of them, and they replace your regular jaws in your vise for your milling machine. And then you buy this aluminum extrusion. Although they do sell steel, this is ideal for most scenarios. And this is a blank. You can buy these in, I don't know what lengths they come in, but I bought a few lengths of it when I bought these, and I'm still using it. Actually, but I'm getting pretty low. But the point is, it's convenient. You just cut the length you want. This is a 4-inch set for my 4-inch CNC vise from Tormac. But if you have a 6-inch vise, a Curd or whatever, they make these to suit. So what are we looking at here? What I did is I took this jaw off and I put it in a regular mill vise. And I used it as a receiver to hold the one jaw side so that I could mill that nice shape. So why did I do that? Well, it's a little bit hard to show with this lanyard on here, but you see how that nestles down in there and how that butts up there. So when I stand this up, the other jaw will close and hold this, right? The other jaw can just be flat. But now, set that down so I don't stab myself. These things are bloody sharp. My datum is actually that face and that edge. So now I can come here and I can edge find here and here. If I want to go crazy, I could put a hole and I could indicate it. But this is just something quick and dirty. The reason I did this is I want to be able to put jimping on the edge of that after I mill the profile, right? Because I'm actually still developing this tool. These ones are all hand textured, and that is not something that I do normally. So if you get one like this from me, it's special. That means that it's like a pre-production run, a prototype, that sort of thing. So my jimping is typically just grooves because I like things nice and clean. So if you get something like that, consider yourself lucky you've got an oddity. So that's just a little bit of the behind the scenes stuff that may be of interest to guys who've been following along, or if you are an aspiring maker or even an established maker who's leaning towards getting into the CNC side of things. And if that's you and you want to get some help, send me a DM, guys. I may have room for you in the DGA. It's kind of a side effort for me. I have several jobs already, but for the right candidate, I'm willing to make the time to help you get ahead. So now for the obligatory comment at the end, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It really helps me know whether these efforts are going to waste or if I should just be, working away in the shop.